Hello once again. My name remains Richard N. And today I would like to still explore Go High Level to some new heights, to some new extents. And this time around, I really want to go back to this site section and try to do one or two things so that we can actually learn this uh, a bit more. So, what I want to do now is I want to use the quiz builder. Of course, we know what quizzes are. Say quiz create interactive quizzes to engage users, assess knowledge, and provide real-time results. Now, this simple thing you see here can actually help you to get to understand your audience a bit more, especially if you have a an edutech platform. You can actually use this to be able to rate your potential students and know how best to tailor your content to be profitable to them. So I'm going to quickly go into this and we are going to see how it could be done. So this is just a quiz and you actually get to add some questions that you could actually answer. So let's assume, for instance, you are trying to create this quiz for someone that is quite new, or maybe it's like a kid or something, and then you're trying to know a bit thing about how they can actually respond to things like the first name and then the last name. You can also add things like, let's say, choice answers. Choice answers are things that you need to select from, right? Okay, so we have choice answers. I don't want to put that there. It shouldn't be here. I want to remove this from here. So you could actually add things like, okay, let's just say short answer, something that you could just answer. Let me add a new page. So short answer, we need to put that here, and they need to put a question to bring in the question. So, what is the question that we want them to tell us? So, actually ask them to tell us what is your favorite meal. So they need to write that for us. Okay. Then we could actually add a bit of long answer so they can actually tell us something more detailed. So if I want to edit it, I need to click here and I'll come down to this part and I can say, okay, can you tell me more about your favorite meal? That's a question. So this and the same. This is for a short answer. Maybe like now you ask what is your favorite meal. So someone could just say, oatmeal. Someone could just say maybe something like maybe scrambled eggs and maybe bread, or maybe tea and bread, or something like that. Maybe someone like me could actually say egusi soup and you know eba, right, or fufu. So stuff like that. So we can actually add more things here if you want to add more questions. So I want to add this question that actually is a multi-choice. You get to choose one or two when you're answering the question by just clicking, right? So I can actually add this here, and when I come to this part I just need to add um, what is okay, let me just say how many colors in the Nigerian flag. So this is a question that they just need to select from the list of existing options. So I'll come in here and these are the options. I need to change this. So these are the options. You can see that we have option one here. We can put three colors. Okay, let's say three colors. Put three colors. Then here we can put two color. Then here we have three options. You can put here. You can say okay, four color. Okay. So at this point now, we can now see that everything here is being added here. So we can now still add more things. So let me just come in here and say, let me add this one here. Okay. So this one is also a question. So maybe we're asking for a yes or no kind of question. It just requires yes or no as an answer. So we can actually come in here and can ask, okay, Nigeria is located in Asia. So this person has to actually give us a yes or no answer. So we can say yes, then we can say no, and so on and so forth. So this is just how to create a quiz. So we can call it quiz for what? For grade 3. Okay. So when we're done with creating that, what do we do next? Of course, we need to click on save, and then we have saved it now. You can actually see our quiz for grade 3 here. And when we have actually submitted this to someone, if you want to see people to fill this, you can actually click on this share link, and then they can actually get to fill it and then give us a response, and then we can now use that to be able to generate these submissions here to see what they are doing here. So now the next one to talk about is chat widgets. Chat widget actually is quite, I see chat, it's a web chat for your website. Now, when we did a video on Pipedrive, we were actually able to install a chat widget on one of our sites. So today we're going to be doing the same thing here again with GoHighLevel. So GoHighLevel actually allows you to enjoy or be able to embed or install web chats on your business websites. This is actually a way for you to actually retain your potential customers and maybe probably get feedback from your existing customers as they might actually come to ask a few more things or to get clarifications. So the chat is a very, very useful tool. So here we are going to need to actually create a new web chat. So I'm going to click here, add new. Now, look at it now. We have different kind of web chats here. You say, what type of chat widget are you trying to create? We can have one for WhatsApp, we can have one for live chat, we can have one for SMS or whatever. So I just want to use this live chat to demonstrate here. So I'll click on this, I'll select it. When I select it now, the first thing I want to do here is I want to come in here and then I want to name it. Probably maybe the chat on your website, maybe you can actually say okay, the business name, you can call it Ottawa Inc. you know support. Okay, so now we've actually created a chart, and we can even get to see what it looks like. Okay, we can get to see what it looks like here. This is the widget how it will look like. You can actually see this here. You can see the way it's looking here. You can actually select this one that has image. You can even still come back here and then select how the thing will look like. So you can see that we have this chat icon, but if you don't want this one, you can actually select this one so that it will be displaying here. We even have this one. You can see that as I'm touching it here, it's changing here at the bottom, right? So if I left it here, it will be showing this blue, and then if I left it here, it will be showing purple. If I left it on this part, it will be showing. I think this is orange color. I think maybe something like that. And then if I leave it here, to be showing something else. So let me just leave it in this one. You can see that it has changed. And so this is what our chart is going to actually look like. So you can actually change here, like the chat window. So this can actually be how it will look like when people actually come to the page, and then you can actually see how this is going to be looking like. So this is the title and more. So this one is saying have a question. You can actually change this to something else. You can say okay, maybe drop us a ping today. Okay, so you can see now you can actually come here and then probably enter a question, say enter your question below and get a representative, and the representative will get right back to you. So here now we want to take in their name, phone number. You can actually add more things here. Maybe you want them to give you their name, the phone number, and then you can even add what's your favorite meal and all of that. Like this one is coming from a form, right? So you can even add a send button. So as you're configuring this thing here, you are seeing it reflect over there. Okay, and then you can actually see that this can actually help us to assign, show live chat welcome message. Of course, we want you to show that and all of that, and then time out delay user inactivity time. So this one actually tells us when should this chat be be deactivated. So this can be 5 minutes or 15 minutes. So when the user that you're chatting with is not talking anymore for this number of minutes, chat is going to go off. And then we have live chat closed. Okay, this one is live chat open, which is when this is going to be open for customer to start interacting, and then it will close when the customer does not respond for 2 minutes. Okay, and then business office hours. This one is when you want to set up your business hours, like when you are open. So of course, this thing can be on during the business hours only. But we know that sometimes also customers don't only chat our support when it is business hour. They can actually chat us also when it is actually off business hours. So you can actually come here to adjust this, especially for Monday. You can come here and then change it for Monday. We can start from 12 a.m. and then we close by when again? Close by, you know, close by say 11. Let's say 11. So we can say 11:55 p.m. Okay, so this is the time when we actually get to close, to just close at that 5 minutes, and then it will still wake up again by 12. So you can actually select this to to like modify this for all as you actually have it here. So this is the powered by that we see here at the bottom. Okay, I think this one will actually show up when at this, and then you can actually come here and say okay, power, display name can be your business name. You can say okay, Ottawa what? Ottawa Incorporated. Yes, your Ottawa Incorporated. Okay. And then you can actually put a link here. You can say okay, www.pausebits.com. Okay, so at this point now, our chat is actually ready. So when we are done setting up like this, the next thing we want to do is actually come here and we can click save. When we click on save, then we can actually get a code. The code is what we are going to use to actually, embed it into our website. So let me copy it now. When I copy it, I will go to my website and I'm going to actually embed it successfully. So I'll go to my website. This is my website. Let me see where I want to put it now. I will go to, let's say, pause bits, and then I'll try to install it there. So I will just come to pause bit here. This is my pause bit web page. So I'll go to the appearance, and I'll go to customize. Come to customize now, and you can see here. Come on, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be at. Let me just go back a bit. Okay, I'll coming guys. So I just wanted to add something here, but I'm not getting what I wanted to see. Let me do it this one more time. So I will try to install it here. So what I should do is go here. Then I'm supposed to be able to see widgets, but I don't think widgets actually exist here. So start plugins, new plugins. So this is appearance, and here I have. Okay, I don't have those things here. I think this is not the kind of theme that has widgets. So let me look for another platform that has what I need. So let me just go create another one on Blogger. So I'll go to Blogspot. I'll go to Blogger. Then I'll log in here. And let me see if this actually is viewable. Oh, it's not viewable, no problem. So let me try to open this one, Remain Media. And I'll try to open it up here. They are also not showing. Come on. Okay, fine. Let me just use here. I will come to this place now and I will go to my appearance, and you can see that I have widgets here. So on these widgets, I have to, try to add the widget I want to add. So this is my widget area now. I want to add it somewhere here. So I'll click on this add widget and I'll select HTML, because you know that what we actually have is an HTML code. Add HTML here and I'll paste the code here, and then I'll save. When I save now, you can see that actually it has been updated, and then I need to visit the site to see what it looks like at the front end. So this is the front end, and this is the front end of the page. Let me open this stuff. Possibly I'll be able to see it here at the bottom. you can see that we now have our stuff here. So when you click on it, you can see that we said leave us a ping today. So you can actually come in here, enter your question here below and all of that. So you can actually say how. So let me try to enter my question. So I'll click here and I'll say, come on now. So I'll click here now and I'll say, what the heck? No. So I just want to come down here to the chat bottom here and then be able to write a message, but I don't know why it's not coming here. So we can say who is you like this, okay? So I don't think that is going to be able to enter successfully. So let me just try something else. I'll come in here and then what is wrong with this stuff? So this is just how you can actually get to install it, and if you do that correctly, you are going to be able to get your chatbot on properly displaying. So let me still go back. So this is just the code to be able to install it on our website. So you can see that this actually was on display over there. So this actually is something that we can still you know maybe try to add more things to. Okay, so this is just it, guys. It's not more than this, and this is just how to create our chat widget. And then we have the QR code. The QR code helps us to actually, for instance, if you are in a bar, I mean, like if you are in a shop or in a mall, you're trying to, maybe you're in a Target, in a shop, right? And then you finish buying. When you buy, every item you buy, you will discover has some kind of code on it. So this is very useful if you are working for a marketplace. So now, the other thing I want to talk about is, you know, the blog. We all know what blogs are used for. Here, blogs are actually, a kind of place where we display our, maybe our business tips and all of that. So I want to create a blog page on Go High Level. So to do that, I need to come to my site here. Then I'll click on blogs, and then on this part, I need to say blog site title. So I need to name it what? I need to name it Otanwa what? Otanwa Incorporated PLC. That's my blog title. And then the domain name can be, I just want to add Otanwa, Otanwa what? Otanwa PLC here. Okay, so this one actually shows that we don't really have anything here, but let me try to add a domain here. Okay, so I want to claim a domain now. So if I wanted to work, I need to come here and then select to actually add my domain. So let me try and see if I can actually get a free domain here. So let's see. So get a free domain for 1 year, limited time offer, blah blah blah. This actually, it will cost us some money. So I don't think we are ready for that. I don't want to, actually waste, you know. So, but let me try to connect a domain. So I need to connect a domain by clicking here, and then I'll click here to add my domain. What domain will I use now? Okay, let me use loaded. Hmm, let me use something like rootkadiri.com. Then I'm going to say connect, and let's also say that this. So let's do this. So uh this is going to add our domain to this place so that we can be able to use it and then start working on our website. So what I want to do is I want to go into my Namecheap now, and I want to go in there and I'll sign up. So I'll go to my Namecheap and I'll sign up. So I'll come in here and I'll select this here, and I'll try to log in. Password. And I'll click on enter. You can see that I've now entered. So this is the domain that I wish to use. So I just want to prepare so that when it starts happening, okay. So find out what records will be added. So this is me now. I'm trying to like add it up here. So I've been asked to add this. Okay, I've been asked to add this, and this is quite simple. Such a simple thing to do. So what I want to do now is I need to go to my DNS provider, which is Namecheap, which is a Cloudflare. So let me go to the part where I have my Cloudflare here. So I'll come here. I'll put my Cloudflare. This part is quite advanced. So if you don't know this part, it's actually fine. You don't need to worry yourself much. I just wanted to demonstrate it. So I need to log in, and then in here to this part, I need to put in my password, which is okay. So I can now click on verify, and then I'll log in now. Okay, now I'm now on my name chip. I mean on my DNS. My DNS manager dashboard, and here I need to select that domain name, which is gonna be this. So this is it now. So I need to go to my DNS, and then on my DNS I need to add the records that I've been provided with. So I was provided with these things here. I was asked to add this. So this is I'm going to create two records. This is going to be A record and C name record. So on this I'm going to select this. This is going to be my first A record. So I'll go back to my Cloudflare, and I'll come in here. Okay, come in here, put on an at, and then come in here and then paste. Okay, just have to do this. So let's go back there here now, and I'll paste this IP address in there. Let me copy the IP address. So I'll go back to here. I'll go back to this place here, and then I'll paste the IP address here. Can you see that? So that is one. There's still one more. Just click on save. Then need to enter the other one. Change this one. This one is going to be something like this. So come back to this place again. It's here now. So we need to come back here, and this is for www, and then we need to select this. So this one is going to be a CNAME record. So go back to this, and then we need to select CNAME. You can see CNAME here, and what we need to do here actually is the name is required. So we'll come back here. This is the host, it's going to be www. So we'll come back here, enter the host, www, and then what's next now? We'll paste this here. So I think at this point now, I think we are ready. Let us save this. Come on, what is the problem? Okay, so I don't think we can actually save this. Let me just do my thing somehow else. I'll come here and I'll select CNAME, and then this is going to be www, and then I'll paste what I have here, and then I'm going to save, right? This is to say blah 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 with that host already exists, and na. Okay, no problem. Okay, because I already have it here. Is that not so? So let me just quickly edit this one, and if possible change it to CNAME, and this is here. I'll save this here, and I can now save. Let's see if it will save this time. Yes, it has saved now. So our job now is almost done. Let us go back to this site, and then try to save what we've done. So we can now click on this. So the domain is blah 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 blah. So we can now see that we have actually done this. So we say find out what record need to be this, what needs to be added. So this is our record we have actually added successfully. We can now do what? We can now okay, let's try to add it now. So let's see. Okay, we're trying to retrieve and see if it's going to add us up. It still did not work. Okay, so I don't think we want to waste any further time with this. This is not going to be a problem for us. We are only trying to just demonstrate how to create a website. So that means that the blog section of this thing is not really going to be able to work because we don't have a domain set up yet. So let us now go and see our analytics. Analytics actually help us to see what is going on our site, our blogs, our forms, and all of that. How they are used. You can even change it here. You can actually change between funnels, websites, QR code, forms, and surveys. So If you wanted to view what they are doing with your form, you can click on forms here and it will show you how they are filling the form and so on and so forth. If you wanted to see what they are doing with your surveys, you can click here and you'll be able to see what they are doing with your surveys here. Okay, then if you wanted to see what is going on your website, click on website and you should be able to see. So it will tell you the page views, the opt-ins, the sales, and then the opt-in conversation rates, and then you'll also be able to see the pages at the bottom. So this is just what this analytics here does for you. And then we have stores. We know what the stores are. Of course, the stores are for us to be able to actually, you know, do our website stuff. So you need to create your store. You need to exist. You need to be like it's existing. Okay. So here, so on this part, you need to actually come here and then select the kind of business you are managing online. So if you want to build a store for your food, for your fast food business, you click on fast food. If you are having a weight loss stuff, you click on that. If you are selling gym equipment, click on here. If you are trying to say, okay, you are selling for, maybe you are a dental person that you want to sell dental services through your website, you can actually click on that. Now, this is our dental business, you know, website and how it looks like. So you need to click on continue to actually be able to edit it as your store, right? So I've clicked on that now. It is propagating here. So you can now see that this thing is going to take over the screen and we'll be able to see what it looks like here, right? So the essence of this is that you're going to be able to understand how the entire thing will look like when you're done, you know, when you're done setting it up. So here now you can actually click here to set up what your page should look like. Here we have home, shop, about, contact. So you can actually see that here, home, shop, about, contact. So you can even add more item by clicking here. And you click here and then you just need to add new menu. And then this new menu, just call it something else. You can say, okay, maybe visit today or visit us visitors, and they need to put a link here. So you can say, okay, home page. And then you can now do what page is going to be. Let me just say contacts, right? And then I'll do what? I'll click on submit. When I finish that, you can see that we now have visitors here. It's now here, right? So this is just how this works. If you want to actually change this logo, you can actually change it. This is the logo. Just simply come down to the bottom here and you should be able to see it here. You should be able to see your logo at the bottom somewhere here. So that is just how this works. This one is quite simple, but if you don't know anything like this, don't worry about it. I just wanted to show that this thing is actually very much easy, and as easy as ABC. It's not difficult. So when you are now done writing whatever you want to write here, so this is time to smile with quality dental supply. You can actually change this to match what you wish to do. Okay, say go on now. Okay, then I'll come down here and I'll change it to, okay, get that beautiful what? Beautiful smile today. Yes, get that beautiful smile today. So you can actually change or modify everything here. So you can see that they are displaying the products here. When you click on any product, you can just come to the product and then you can even change it and then see what it looks like. Actually change the product that they have here in question. Just click on it. They can change it. I can't. Okay, their product list is here. You have to go to their product list to be able to see what they are doing there. So this is where they have their product list. You can actually see that here. So you need to add them up here, and then when you are done with that, you can still come back here and modify whatever you feel like you want to change. You can actually just click on it and then change. Look at the image link here. If you want to change it, if I wanted to change this, I could just click here and then I'll click on this to change it to something else. So let me select this now. Yes, I want to use this one. I wish to use this one. Okay, so let's assume I wish to use this one. So I will select this and I'll click on upload. Oh, sorry. I'll click on this and then I'll do what? Of course, we have selected that now. Let us see if it's going to populate. It's not populating, so I don't think that one is going to actually respond. Maybe we can actually come in here and then copy the image link. Let's click on here and then copy the link, and then we can now go back there. So in GoHighLevel, what you do is that you copy the image link and then you can now come back here and then add it, right? So if I add it now, it has been updated. Okay, so if I still want to add something else, if I wanted to add this one here. I need to come here, copy the link, and then I need to go back. And then when I go back now, I can come here and what and update it. Simply highlight all and then paste. So you can see that it keeps changing. So anytime you want to change an image here, it's quite simple. If you want to change this one, click on it, come down here and then paste. It's that simple, right? So when you are done with this now, you can actually add your links here. If you wanted to add your links, you can come here to add link. This is a link here. So I'll click on here and then I can be able to add a link. So this is where you can actually add a link here. Let me see. Come down to the bottom and you can actually see this is actually shop. Now this one now is just a text, okay? So I can actually add a link here and say, okay, let me add a link. So you can see that we have website URL here. So when you click on that, you can now need to come down here and add the website link. So I will say pausebit.com, and that could be our what our website link. So now this is just it. You can come down to the below here to add this. You can actually add your social media icons here. Click on it and then click on pencil here and then add your profile link on Facebook, add a profile link on Instagram, on LinkedIn, YouTube, and the rest of them. And then this is just how to actually get to create a website. And then when you are done, this is your domain, this is your web address here. But before you can copy it, you need to publish. So I will click on publish. Okay, I'll click on publish now. So publishing, I don't have a domain name yet, so it might not actually, work for me. So you say unlimited time, get a free domain now. So let me click on claim again. I want you to go and play with me one more time, right? Because it has played with me before, so that's fine. So I'll click on claim now so that I can actually come here to claim a free domain. So let me click on get your free domain and let us see now if it's going to give us a free one as promised. So let us say uh, Town One PLC Limited. Just something that we can actually work with. Let's search for it. Okay, this one you can see that this one is free. So let us take this one. So let's click on buy if it's going to be available for us. Yeah, no, don't want to buy this. I think this one will actually go to our card. Let's not buy that, guys. We don't need that. Okay, I don't want to include that in our stuff because it's going to cause some issues, right? So we don't have a domain yet and we don't want to worry about that now. So when you want to do yours, you can actually buy your domain and then be able to use it up. So here now we are still in the website section and we are done with that. Just know that this is how to create a website, and because we did not have we didn't have a website, I mean, we didn't have a domain, that's how our website did not actually work. But no problem, probably in another time we are going to be able to actually see our websites and then be able to actually get to use it. Let me click on this and then see. So this actually is what our website looks like at the moment. You can see that we have a small address here. Actually use that to be able to see what we're doing. So could even come here if you want to see our website. Could actually come here to see our website. Let me see. Does our website exist here? Let me see. Let me try to say okay. Let us share. This actually is for the funnel. We don't want to share the phone. We actually wish we can actually see our website, but we cannot see that now. But it's no problem. So at least we have just gotten a quick view of what our site, section looks like on Go High Level. So we have the membership part. Of course, the membership part is for you if you are selling things like digital stuff. Maybe you're selling things like maybe courses and all of that. You can see that we have courses here. Let me quickly go to the courses section, and in here I want to do so many things here. I want to probably, do a lot of things. Okay, so you can see that here we now have courses here. So if you have any courses, you can see, the number of members you have already. You can see how much sales you've made. You can see the checkout and all of that. And then you can have communities and all of that. So this is just your client portal where you have your clients where they can come in and then do their stuff. Like for instance, this is where you can actually invite people to your portal. Okay, so let me see. I want people to be able to come in here. Let me see. Let's see here. You can actually send them email to come to our stuff. Okay, so let me click on this and then I'll click on generate. So you can actually give me. So if I click on this link now, let me come here and open it up. Let's see. So when they come in here, they can actually enter into our portal. Can you see now? This is our portal. They have to come in here. So if I want to create this portal up, wanted to like add more things to it, I can actually set it up and possibly add more things there. So this is just how this works. You know, this is certificates. Maybe perhaps you are finished selling your courses, and then when they are done with their, I mean, with the certificate, I mean, when they are done with their training or their course, can actually issue them a certificate by clicking on this new, and they can actually come here to generate the certificate for them. I want to use this one, and I'll click on confirm. So now I want to view what it looks like. So this is what it will look like. So you need to actually put your company name here. So Otanwa, okay, school. Otanwa school, and then the contact name. This is where you need to enter the contact name. So this one will automatically come in here. You don't need to worry about it. Just make sure that it is quite complete. And then this one, you need to bring it down a bit so that you know it won't look like a mediocre. So we just need to like drag it down. You can just bring it down. I wanted to just drag it down a bit. So we have not brought it down a bit. So this one now has successfully, achieved the certificate. And then this one is your school logo, your training logo, and all of that. So let me even duplicate this one. Let me duplicate. So this is a copy of it. I'll drag this and then I'll bring it here. So this is how our certificate is going to look like. And then we will now come here and then put the director's name. Put that here. So when they are done, they'll be able to get the certification. What? Say graduation certificate. Okay, so when you are done, you can click on save, and that form will be what, and that certificate will be saved, right? So you can now see our certificate here. So this is just how a Go High Level mentorship actually works. It's nothing difficult. Then we have the media storage. Media storage allows you to actually upload your your images that you are using for your brand, things like your logo, your flyers, your invoice samples and all of that, your brand items, right? Your flyers, your logo, your handbills, or whatever you are using for your business promotion. Then we have the reputation, which actually is where we collect reviews for our business. Okay, you can actually request reviews from your customers, and as they drop their reviews, you can actually get to see them all here and all of that. So you can actually use the send review request to actually request from your customer. When you click on this, you need to select your customer name that you wish to request a review from, and they can actually do what? You can actually send it out to them. You can see we have a request SMS and blah blah blah. SMS request blah blah. I don't want this. You can actually remove it. Okay, so this and that. So there's nothing difficult here. I don't want to really waste much time here anymore. So this is your reporting. This is where you get to see a lot of, I mean, a lot of summaries coming from how you run your Facebook advertisement. So for instance, we have, major kind of advertisement here like Google advertisement, and then we have Facebook advertisement. So if you run Facebook advertisement, you come to Facebook advertisement tab here, and then in here you can be able to see how your advertisement is performing. You can see the number of impressions, the amount of clicks, and then then the conversion rates, and then you can even see how much you have pulled from all of this. You can see client spends. This is how much your clients have spent on your business, and then this is here you're going to see, how much you have been charged for every click that comes into your website, and then this is how much you are going to pay for conversion, right? So as you're running your advertisement, you are paying them to to have people come and buy for you. So we actually have Google advertisement here. Of course, just as it applies on Facebook, it something applies here. And then we have, you know, call report. This call report is actually if you install things like air call or dialer or whatever that you're going to use to make calls. And then this is appointment report. This tells you how many appointments that you've been able to confirm and all of that, and so on and so forth. So this actually is not so difficult. This one actually will work most when you've started using this perfectly. For maybe you have started working for an active business, you're going to be able to use this and then to do it to achieve a lot of things. So now we have the app marketplace. Now the app marketplace allows you to actually achieve more things with Go High Level simply by, you know, integrating other tools here. You can see that we have 446 apps, So if you wanted to install a new one, perhaps you wanted to install a calling app, you need to click on calling and then you'll be able to install probably Alloware. So how do you install is that you select the category, and then when you come here you need to select the tool, and then you click on install. And then when you come here you need to actually do what, allow to install, or allow and install. When you click on that now, that Alloware is going to be installed in here. Okay, you can see that this is now Alloware. Here you need to enter your Alloware account and the password, and then if you want to kept if you want to be kept on signed, signed in, you click on that, and then you now need to what, click on I'm not a robot. When you're finished with that, you can then do what, you can then you know log in. When you do that now, your Alloware will be integrated into your GoHighLevel, and they can use that to be able to make calls and call your customers without installing any special phone anymore. So this is just how to actually get you know to use GoHighLevel. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the automation. Automation is what makes GoHighLevel much interesting. Okay, so automation actually allows you to achieve a lot of things here. So how do you carry out automation on GoHighLevel? It's quite simple. So I want to automate a form so that whenever people fill the form, I'll actually create, or maybe I will get an Excel sheet for it, right? So if I want to do that, I will come in here. Maybe for a start, I want to actually create a kind of folder for this automation. So I will come in here and I'll click on a folder, and I will say, okay, maybe forms. So this one actually applies to all the forms that are going to be filled, or that I have on my space. So I'll open the form, then I'll click on create workflow. Okay, so I'll click on this and I'll select okay. I'll say okay, start from scratch. And when you click on start from scratch, you need to come in here and you need to click on trigger. So the trigger, like we have done on, like we have actually done on Zapier, is what will lead to what you want to happen. Okay, so like for instance, if I come into a room and I press on my light switch, what will happen? So the trigger here is pressing the light switch. Okay, and then we are going to expect an action. What the action will be is what will happen when you press the light switch. Of course, you know that the light is going to come up, right? So that's what we're doing here now. So we need to click on new trigger, and then the trigger here can be what, can be form. Let's say form submitted. I will say form submitted. So this is it here, form submitted. And then what are we going to add there? We'll say okay, add filters, and then we say okay, form is, I'll say which form is. Now we have two forms here. We have a recruitment form, so we can select the recruitment form. You can now do what? You can say, okay, save this trigger. So now, when this trigger happens, what will now be the next thing that will happen? Form is submitted. The action is what? Now, what action are we expecting to receive? So you can actually receive an email, or you can say, okay, email. So we are going to send an email. Okay, we're going to what? Send them an email, and then uh, okay, say from name, blah blah blah. Then now you need to specify your name here, say from Ottawa, and then you need to specify your business email here. Say from business email, which is this at, okay, and then the subject could be what? Okay, say dear, okay, uh, welcome to our what? Our world. Okay, our world. And then the templates, of course, you want to add the template. If you have any templates here, you can just add it here. But if you don't have, no problem. So here in here, I want to just add a few things here. Like okay, dear, and I'll come here and I'll put first name. I can actually come here and put first, okay, name, and then I'll cover this up. So this actually is going to pop up their name. Okay, so let me remove it and try to do it in different ways. So actually come in here and let's see. Okay, let me add custom value here. So I'll put the customer name. So I'll put first name here. You can see that this is how this one does it. So I'll put first name here. You are welcome to our world. So kindly, okay, let me see. Kindly click on the link here, or kindly click here. Kindly click here to see uh, a few more products that has been added recently. Okay, so where are they going to click? Say click here. So on this click here, you're going to highlight it and then you want to add, some kind of link, right? So click it and then this is the add link feature and then come in here and then add your what? Add pause bits com and then you're going to be save. So action is what? Action is, of course, I want it to open in a new window and then we'll click on save. So when they come in here, when they receive this message and then they click on it, they're going to be able to what? To actually receive that message. Now, this actually is going to ask us when we want this message to be sent. Okay, so I want to come here and I want to actually test this to know if it's going to work. I don't want to go that path. So I'll come in here and I want to see, okay, let us assume that, let me say, welcome to Ottawa, Ottawa Business Hub, okay? And then template, I don't have any template, I just want to use this and then I'll continue. So now, test email, and then I want to send myself a test email. So I'll click on here to add my email phrase and that is my test email. So I'll click on send test email because I want to know what the email will look like. So it says email sent. So let me go and confirm if the email was actually sent to me. So I need to log in here. I'll go to my email and of course I know I'm going to receive an email. So this is actually ah oh okay. So this actually is the test email. You can actually see that we have actually received a mail. So it actually entered our first name and then you are welcome to our world. Kindly click here to see more of our products and all of that. So I don't think this domain name has been registered below, blah blah blah. So I don't know what this is, but then I think they said it's a free email, so I don't need to worry about that. That's fine. Okay. So that means that our domain name is actually now it's now ready for us to use, no problem. So we have actually been able to receive our email here. We have been able to receive our email here, and this is what it looks like. So let's now go back to our tool and continue with our work. So now you can see that we can actually save this action and we can say what we can actually click on save, and when we are done clicking on save now we can now click on publish. So you can now click on publish, but before then let me just name this. I would say okay, I can call it what I can call it, maybe sign up, okay, sign up automation. Then I'll do what? I can now save it. So I think at this point it's actually, let's save it again and then let's see how it will now work. So let's just see the test window. You can now say okay, run a test for this campaign, and I'll select okay, select this contact to send me and then run a test. I know that contact actually is a dummy, so it's not going to be sent, so there's no problem there. Then we have now saved this workflow and it's key. Now if you come here, we can see that we have our workflows in here. And then if we can actually create more here, you can actually create more workflow by going to create here and then select start from scratch. And the next we want to do is possibly an email or whatever. So you can click here on the trigger, click on here, just click on this plus here to add a trigger. I don't know, it's not responding so far. I don't know what is the problem. So you can actually what is wrong now? So let's click here and then here now we can actually add something here. So we can say okay, what do we want to do? You can say maybe email or sales. Okay, so let us assume that actually if we have a new, okay, you can see maybe contact created. So if we create a new contact now, what do we want it to do for us? We can actually add more things here and say okay, has field. So we are creating a contact and we are trying to automate it such that if it has a particular field, then okay, let us assume that we want it to, a standard field now. Now, where do we want that field to come from? So, how many colors are in the Nigerian flag, or where is Nigeria located? So, we want to put this here, and then is Nigeria located in Asia? And we'll say if the person answers no, it has to respond in a particular way. So the person answers no because of course that is our quiz that we are using now. So we want to test our students. So if actually the student says that Nigeria is not located in Asia, what do we want it to do? So we want that child to be qualified as probably someone that is qualified for something. So we can say, okay, send a mail. What kind of email should it send? It should send a mail telling us that this child is what is qualified. You can say, okay, Ottawa school. That's Ottawa school. And from email, this is our email, and then welcome to Ottawa what? Ottawa Business School. So because the child selected that answer correctly, we have to what, tell them that they are now added to our school. So we can say, okay, dear sir, or let's just say dear, then we'll now come here to add special values like the username, like the first name of the child. Okay, you are now, you know, you are now what? You are now qualified to what? To be a student at Ottawa what? Ottawa school, right? When we are done now, can say, okay, save action. Okay, this cannot be empty. What is that? So welcome to Ottawa Business School. So not what I said before. Okay, so this is just how. So when you finish that, you can also okay save action, and it has been saved, right? So you can now click on save, and so when you come back here again, now you can see that actually everything here has been saved, right? Everything here has been saved. That is just how it works, right? That is how it works. Nothing much more than this, right? So this is it, guys. So automation actually is not difficult here on on a go high level. It's quite simple, except you don't know what you want to achieve. But if you know what you want to achieve, everything here is simple. There's nothing difficult in there. There's nothing difficult in Go High Level. So this is just it, guys. There is nothing that I found difficult here. Everything here is simple. So at this point, I will always encourage us to keep coming back to Fast Grid tutorials for more, because this is where everything is happening. In Fast Grid tutorials, we have everything you're going to need to succeed in, in all these tools. So just keep a date with us, and then we are going to ensure that we do you so well. So that is that. I don't know. I wanted to talk about this website again. Probably now that the domain, I hear that my domain has been created. So let me just try to say new website, and I'm going to go to the domain name, select the domain name, and see how it looks like. So I'll come here and I'll Ottawa PLC Limited. I'll select this and I'll come into my tool here and I'll paste this here. Let's see if actually it's working. So we'll click on create. But they said it's a free tool, right? So now this is our website. Now we can now add new page. Okay, let me just go back again and then enter that same website and then start from scratch. Possibly try to do something for myself. I will click on new here and I'll go from templates, click on this, and in here I'm going to select a website. Let me say for life coaching. Okay, so I'm going to select this one. That's for life coaching, and from then on we need to actually do what, so we actually need to what, say continue. Maybe we are done with the creation. The next thing we want to do is we want to add our domain name so that it can be added there, right? Okay, now so we have selected our templates, and we now want to actually add our domain name to it. So I'll come in here and I'll connect my domain. Look at this. So this I have to connect a domain. So I'll come in here and I'll click on. Let me click on this because I don't know how this was designed. So, but don't worry, it's not going to waste our time to be fast, right? So we are trying to connect our domain into this so that we could actually be able to explore very well. So I'll need to select this domain. You can see that this is our domain. I need to select it, select this. Okay, I don't know, I don't really need this, so I will need to connect this domain. So I'll click on this, and of course I can now see that it has been connected. So I'll click on continue. I don't think it wants to do anything else. Everything should just be set correctly. So you can see your domain is already authorized, and I will say okay, add records, find out what needs to be added. So this is just how you connect. Now this is working so seamlessly because this domain was bought from Go High Level. So it was bought from Go High Level. So everything should be able to work correctly. There shouldn't be any much delays. Let me check how long this video has been. 55 minutes, almost an hour I've been speaking. No problem. So, okay, it's still saying there was a problem and blah blah blah. So we don't really want to waste that time here. So no problem. So I just don't want to worry about that website anymore. It's like it's going to give us a lot of you know headache. So no need for it. So at this point, guys, this is where we're going to draw the curtain for this tool. So we have done a lot of things here. We have actually gone from conversation, we have touched calendars, contacts, opportunities, payments, marketing, automations, site, membership, and the rest of them. So this is just giving you a full tour on how to actually use Go High Level to achieve different things. Don't forget that you can actually hire me for your automation stuffs. I'm actually an expert in this when it comes to setting up Go High Level for business environment. So if you want to hire someone that can set up your business environment on Go High Level, just use the contact details on this video on the description to reach out to me, and we are going to help you achieve success in your business. So I'll see you in the next tools. Bye bye, take care of yourselves.